Assalamualaikum everyone. Today we'll be making chicken karahi. It's a very easy and simple recipe. First of all, we will need one whole baby chicken, cleaned and washed. Next will be 2 medium onions, red onions, sliced, 2 medium tomatoes, chopped, half a cup of vegetable oil, 2 inches of ginger minced and 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper with chili flakes in it, a little bit, 1/4 of a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of coriander powder. Then we will need 3/4 of a teaspoon of garam masala, 1/4 of a teaspoon of whole black pepper, 1 black cardamom, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin seeds. So let's get started with the recipe. In a wok, I will put the oil in and heat it up on medium heat. And the first thing we will do is fry the onions. I'm going to be pouring the onions in. I'm going to cook the onions until they're golden brown and translucent. And I will show you what it looks like once I get there. This is what they should look like. They're light golden brown and translucent. And at this point, what we're going to do is we will add the chicken and we will fry the chicken in the onion mixture. Typically what happens is you fry the onions first, you take them out, then you put the chicken in. But this is very simple. You just fry the onions first until they're golden brown, and then you put the chicken in and fry the chicken. What that will do is that will cook the onions as well as fry the chicken, and the onions will break down, so you don't have to cook it afterwards a lot. As you can see, this is what it should look like, the chicken once it's browned. It's light golden brown, and this is the stage where we need to be before we put anything else in. The next thing that will go in are the ginger and garlic. Hang in there, guys. I'm getting used to the camera being on the opposite side, so that's why I had the cup on the other hand, and then I switched over. So the ginger and garlic are going in, and I'm gonna mix that and let it just go for like 1 minute. Once you start smelling the ginger and garlic, that means that it's enough time now, because after that it can burn very quickly, the ginger and garlic, and we don't want to do that. That will make the whole dish bitter. Next, I will put in the tomatoes and mix that in with the chicken and the onions and the garlic and ginger. It's a one-pan dish. It's so easy, so quick on a weeknight. It takes like 30 to 45 minutes altogether. And then I'm going to add the salt, the cayenne pepper, the turmeric powder, and the coriander powder. I'm going to mix those spices in with a wooden spoon. Basically, the chicken is almost like 70% cooked when you fry it. But for it to be all the way cooked through, I'm just going to add a little bit of water. And I want the tomatoes to break down and all the spices to mingle with the whole dish. So I'm going to put the water in and cover the pan with the lid and let it go for like 10 10 to 15 minutes, depending on, like, you know, if your chicken is big or small, like, you know, the pieces. If the chicken is big, it might take longer to cook. But mine is a small pieces, fairly small pieces, so it's not gonna take that long. So once it's been 10 to 15 minutes, I picked up the lid and I'm gonna start frying it. Because at this point there's a little bit of water left, and for the dish to taste good, you want all the water to dry up. And that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep stirring and keep frying until all the water is absorbed and you're left with the masala only. And you have to keep stirring it. Just don't let it go because it will start burning from the bottom. So keep stirring until you get to the point where all the water is absorbed. And right here, that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to add the garam masala, the cardamom, the whole black pepper, and the cumin seeds. And I will mix that in. As you can see, the color of this dish is so beautiful. It's like, it is very delicious too. Just because it took very little time to get ready to make it, it's a really tasty dish. This would taste really good with some naan or any type of pulao. Now I'm going to add the jalapeno peppers, sliced jalapeno peppers. This is half of a jalapeno, and I'm going to add one bunch of coriander leaves. And I'm going to put that in. Oh yeah, chop the coriander leaves. And I'm putting it in. I'm going to stir it in. And this is the top view of the pan of what the dish looks like. I mixed it in, and I'm going to dish it out on a plate. Not on a plate, I'm sorry. In a serving bowl. So I hope you enjoy it. Please try it out. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.